friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of FM22's The Hall of Famer. Last episode is linked above in case you've not yet seen it, my friends, but we are going to continue on with another big episode today. So let's jump into this one. Okay, so last episode, gang, we did a bit of a cup special, didn't we? We did a couple of games in the Carabao Cup, the semi-final, basically, to determine the final of that competition, which will be next episode, so do look forward to that. We also played Sheffield Wednesday. We got a massive win in the FA Cup, didn't we? And since then, it's all been going all right, but we have tasted our first defeat of the entire season. We went all the way to the 18th of January in the current season before tasting defeat, but we got beat by 3-2 by Arsenal. It came out of absolute nowhere. Martinelli, Dokic and Reina with the goals for them. We did actually take the lead, 1-0 up, and then Nikolov grabbed a very, very late goal for us. So there is that, gang. Then we came up against Huddersfield, a 6-0 win in the game. Really good from us. Szoboszlai, Milcent brace, Kabamba brace and Alfonso. Then we came up against them again, back-to-back Premier League games against Huddersfield. Strange, doesn't happen very often, but a 4-1 victory in this one. Makoko, brace, Quartes and Novalay. Then we come up against Leicester, 2-0 win in this one. Sabanda and Makoko with the goals. Then it was Bournemouth in the FA Cup and we beat them again. So we knocked them out of all the cups. You've got to feel for Bournemouth a little bit there. Makoko brace and a Yaya Tunt goal. Then it was City in the Premier League, a 1-1 draw in the game. You will see that Kylian Mbappe gave them the lead on the 53rd minute, but Yusuf Makoko on the 90th minute got us some points. Then it was Southampton, 4-0 in the Premier League. A Makoko and Willem Kabamba brace in the game seals the deal. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to play Atletico Madrid in the first leg of the Champions League knockout rounds, and we're going to play Wolverhampton Wanderers in the league. I think it's probably the best way to do it. Then we've got City next. And then we kind of, I think after the City game, I'm going to see where things lie because there aren't a lot of Premier League games left, but we are going to have a lot of sort of cup action, especially like the Champions League. There's obviously no guarantees we're going to get past United, but we are going to have potentially the Champions League if we can get past Atletico Madrid. So we might do less Premier League stuff just so that we can condense this season down a little bit. Now, the transfer window has been and gone, so I want to talk to you about some deals that are kind of, in the offing and have been done. So first and foremost, let's go to the transfers. Now, on the outs, you're going to see that we've actually sold a couple of players. Valentin Chahiri has gone to Luton for £22 million. I actually felt a bit for Chahiri. If we're looking at him on paper, like attributes-wise, he looks really good, doesn't he? Like, I don't think we can argue that he would have been a very, very good kind of squad defender, but he wasn't getting a lot of football. And when Luton came in, that he actually wanted to go, which I was surprised at because they're a championship team. But I think it was just the draw of first-team football. He said he wanted to go, I think we've done well to get 22 million for him. We bought him for 7, was the potential for that to go up to 10, but we're not going to owe that fee anymore. And it's, so like I say, he goes for 22 million pounds. He's already made 6 appearances. So you can see, I think for him, the first team football was important, and I actually wish him well. I really hope he develops for Luton and turns into a good player because he was one I had high hopes for. And the other one is going to be a big shock, and really this one has happened because he forced the move. The minute this team was interested, he basically started kicking off. I want to go. I want the opportunity. So Borislav Nikolov is no longer a West Ham footballer, and he now plays for Manchester City. We've done very, very well out of this deal, though. We bought him for £13 million. I'm sad to see him go because if we're looking at what he has achieved at the club, I think he's been an absolutely brilliant squad rotational player. He's started the odd game, comes off the bench, always made an impact. And we've sold him for 50 million. So we've made a very, very good profit on the player. And as you can see, it's not really started that well for him at City, but I'm gutted to see him go. We had him at Graza. He was excellent at Graza. I absolutely loved him there. Then we had him at West Ham, and I've really enjoyed what he's done for us. He wasn't as influential, obviously, at West Ham as he was at Graza, but it is still sad to kind of see the player leave. But as far as transfers coming in, it's just a couple of youngsters, basically. I didn't feel like we needed to replace Nikolov. Instead, I bought Kabamba back. I should have probably said that when we were going through all the goals. As you can see, played 18 games, 10 goals and whatever for Strasbourg. I've basically stopped his loan and bought him back, and he's going to take Nikolov's place. And as you can see, tearing it up, 4 goals from 5 games since he's returned. So, yeah, he's doing really well. We've signed a young goalkeeper, Thomas Eade, a keeper with a bit about him, basically. We needed a fresh backup at some point, and if we can develop him, he'll be a good backup goalkeeper for us. Not spent a lot of money on him either. £1 million could go up to £3.5 million, so I think it's a good deal all round for the club. And then we've signed another youngster, 275k, potentially going up to 375k, Aaron Gorman, and he is an exciting young prospect. A deep-lying playmaker is probably where I will play him in the midfield, because he's got that passing ability and the tackling and whatnot, and we'll just see if we can develop him. He's 16 years of age, so yeah, he's basically potentially one for the future. So yeah, really like the look of Aaron Gorman, and we'll see how we develop him as well. But all this said, if we go to the league table, you will see we sit atop of the league, and I just can't see anybody catching us. And this is one of the reasons why I think we can condense the Premier League season and just concentrate on cup football. We are 12 points ahead. I know Manchester United do have a game in hand, along with Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool, who are all up there kind of chasing. But 12 points is a big old gap at the top of the Premier League. We've really dominated this season. The last two was very close. It went to the last few games. I think this one we're going to get it tied up pretty early this season. But anyway, let's crack on with today's episode, as we start with a game in the Champions League. We're going to be playing Atletico Madrid away from home, and I've gone with a very strong team. Gomez in goal, Cruz and Elisha at fullback, Kappa and Alfonso at centre-back, Novelay, Rice in the midfield, Sabanda and right on the wings, Yaya through the middle, and Makoko up top. Okay, my friends, here we go. It's Champions League time, as I've already said. I've introduced you to the team. We know how important this game is. And yeah, let's just see if we can go out there and get ourselves a victory, shall we? I've just looked up at the camera. I took no notice of my surroundings before I pressed record. And I've just noticed that I've got Grogu and I've got a meerkat, which was one of my Planet Zoo packs that they sent me, and all of my Xbox controllers, which tells me only one thing. My 2-year-old's been in here, and she's been lining things up. She's got a thing about lining, putting things in a line, and there you go. It's all on camera. It doesn't matter. We all love a Grogu anyway, don't we? If you haven't seen The Mandalorian, get watching it. It is unbelievable. But anyway, back to Football Manager gang. Sabanda, this is early. This is a very early chance, as we're in and Makoko shoots, and it's saved. It's a good save in the end, and here we go. Let's just see if we can continue this pressure, get ourselves an early goal. Corner came in, nothing's going to come of that. Dead highlight, they usually are. But yeah, good start. A couple of shots already inside the first 5 minutes, and on top of that possession, which we all know is an important statistic for me with this tactic. If we're controlling play, then we are definitely harder to beat. We are building a very good team. I think obviously this is an excellent team, but if we can build a team like this at this point, imagine what we could potentially build in another season or two. I really do think our 1 to 11 is strong. And as you see some weeks, when I heavily rotate, we still manage to get the job done. So yeah, we're having a pretty good time of it, aren't we, at the moment, with little old West Ham. Like I've already said, we've had 1 defeat this season against Arsenal, like in all competitions. That's pretty crazy, to be honest with you. That's a ridiculous record when I think about it. Atletido, they're on the ball. Musa into Musiu. These are all players I actually looked at. I've scouted Atletico up heavily. They've got some very, very good young players at the club. And I'm always looking to improve. If we find anything better than we've got, then I'm going to go for it. Financially, we're healthy. That's a good ball. It's into Makoko, and there, one-on-one. He doesn't miss. He is an absolute animal, this player. He is having a ridiculously good debut season for West Ham. He really is, and so is the other striker, Milcent. I think they've both into the 20s on their goal tally, which is insane considering it's only February in the game, I believe. Nearly March, so yeah, it's pretty crazy how good both our strikers are That's why I was saying last episode that, potentially one of them might have to go one day, because I just can't see how we're going to keep them both happy for a long period of time, basically, because they're both so good. Milcent I bought not thinking he was going to be that good. I was just buying him as a backup striker. He had a good release clause, and I thought I'd have a go. That was a good tackle. The ball threaded in. The man there on the wing, I've got a horrible feeling about this. They're passing around very, very nicely. The pass and moves good, and I think that's going to be given. I think that is going to be given. That looked like a good run in. The player has let him go there. I'm just going to sort that out. So yeah, we've just. I'm not sure who was marking him, but he's let him go, and it's poor defended in the end. To be completely honest with you. And it's 1-1 as we go into half time. They've pulled it back. It's even. It's actually pretty even game. I'm going to say I'm not happy. And I'm going to bring Novelay off for Szoboszlai. Just that yellow card is a little concerning. And the creativity of Szoboszlai will do wonders for us. He is an excellent player. Really is. Some of the best business we've done having him on loan for a couple of years and then forking out the 40-odd million that bought him in. But he's been very good. Kappa's picked up a knock. So we're going to have to play Cavell at centre-back. It's not his usual position, but he can do it. So we'll just stick him back there. Yaya with a ball in. It's headed out. It's well defended. Now into Cruz. He's getting a good ball in. And that's it, the crossbar. Oh, my God. I thought we were going to nick the ball then. I've never seen them have a little 1-2 action like that before. Usually they'll pass it back and one of them will absolutely wallop it, clear it out like bloody Peter Kay in that advert that time. Have it. For those that live in the UK, definitely know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we continue on. And Atleti have really grown into the game. I think that does have to be said. But that's a really good pick from Yaya. He's absolutely picked the pocket of the player there. And then he's lost it with his pass. It was really, really poor. Trying to force the pass there, but that's really good. Szoboszlai into Makoko. He's going to come back into Sabanda. Back to Makoko. Oh, it's really good block at the back post. It was really good pass and move, to be fair, in the end. That's good defending from Alfonso. He read that completely. We come wide. This highlight is still ongoing, so potentially we could still see another shot and another goal. It was a really good setup initially for the first try. Good block. Oh, that's lovely. Around the corner. Into Sabanda, who gets his 10th goal of the season. That is an excellent finish. Declan Rice is on his arse. Has he picked up a knock? Yeah, I think he has. He picked up a little knock, but it's not coming up on the thing. To sort that out, but yeah, that's a worry, that Declan Rice one. Might have to keep an eye on that. But 2-1 is good. That's nice. I want to take something into the next game. I've bought Garay on for Cruz. Energy levels are low because we're playing a lot of games at the moment. I've made my 3 substitutions, so that's that. There won't be no more of that. Declan Rice is going to have to play the full 90 now. They're all marked up. And Declan Rice isn't having a good game. Neither is Nicholas Wright. So yeah, maybe I've a few substitutions a little bit wrong. But Garay now, that's a lovely ball into Yaya, and then he finds Szoboszlai, who was running from deep, and then it's into Makoko. Oh, it was good football. But it's a good save from the keeper. He read Makoko there. Really good football. Corner now to Atleti. Oh, it's a good header. It's a really good header. He's attacked that corner, hasn't he? Corner to us now. Szoboszlai. It was a low corner. I'm not really sure about that one. It's into Alfonso. Back to Szoboszlai. Alfonso again. Now into Rice. Alfonso. It's not going anywhere. It's a lot of passing, but it's just not going anywhere. But that is going somewhere, as that's into Szoboszlai. Is he going to roll it back? Yes, he is! Marvellous. Sabanda makes it 3-1. His second goal of the game, 11th of the season. And Marvellous Sabanda is living up to that first name of his. What a player. What a player we have on our hands with him. I truly, truly think that going forward, we are so, so good. As Athletic come forward now. Oh, it's just wide. He's got to do better there, hasn't he? He's got to do better there. As we are into injury time now, I would imagine this is it. We're done and dusted. Moving on to the next one. As it's a throw-in to West Ham now. Thrasher finds Sabanda. What a touch. What a ball. Oh, what a goal. What a goal that is. The touch from Sabanda. The first time pass through to Nicholas Wright. And he finishes it off as well. That is goal of the game. Goal of the game. That is a thing of beauty. And so with that game done and dusted, we now move on to our Premier League fixture for today's episode, and it's against Wolves, and we are at home. So we are going to go with Gomez in goal, G.O.AT and Cavell at fullback, Fernandez and Alfonso at centre-back. Szoboszlai and Neil are going to partner each other in the midfield. We're going to go Quartez and right on the wings, Kabamba through the middle, and Milcent's going to come in for this game. Okay, my friends, here we go. Second game of today's episode, Premier League, Wolverhampton at home. Let's see what we can do. It's a heavily rotated team. I probably should have said that when I was reading the team sheet out to you all. These games are coming thick and fast, basically, at the moment, with the Champions League and all of the cup games that we're involved in. Obviously, we've got the final next, so I wanted to rest players for that. And then after that, we've got a big FA Cup fixture against Manchester United. So I'm just trying to keep the team fit, but we'll see how effective our kind of second team is now, because there's a lot of them on the pitch at the same time, and we'll see what they can do against Wolves. As that's a good header from Cavell into Quartez, now Kabamba. He finds Milcent. It's a good pass and move from the boys. It really is, as we charge forward up the pitch. Now Neil, that's poor. That's really poor. There was no need to force that pass, to be honest with you. We had some really good stuff, and then he's kind of ruined it for us. It's back to Gomez, though, rolls it out. It's into Garay. Now Alfonso. They've had a little bit of football between them. And Reece Neal has lost the ball again. So he loses it with a poor pass. Now he loses it. And that's we've got Gomez to thank bailing us out. Reece Neal needs to wake up. That was ridiculous how easy the ball was nicked off of him. You know, I've been bigging him up since we discovered him at Newcastle. You know, we had that ridiculous loan fee that we paid for him that year. And then, you know, he's now part of the team and he needs to start doing a bit more. He really, really does. This highlight has continued. So either we're getting a Wolves goal here or we're getting us on the counter. That's a good. It's still going. Look, it's gone to the keeper, what, 3 or 4 times now in this entire highlight. Reece Neal, he actually completes a pass. I shouldn't be that harsh on him, really. Quartez, that is an unbelievable ball. That's just what Milcent does. That is just what he does. He's unbelievable. He is unbelievable. He is just as good as Makoko. If we didn't sign Makoko in the summer and we'd have signed this fella, we'd probably still be in the same position. I genuinely believe that. I really do. He is unbelievable in front of goal. That's an unbelievable ball, though, from Wolves. He's in. It's a good block. It's offside, though, by the looks of things in the end. It's a very action-packed game, isn't it? It's non-stop, up and down. All sorts going on. All coming in from Wolves. It's a header. It's over the bar. But they are getting chances. A lot more chances than I thought they might get. But, like I've already kind of alluded to, we are playing our reserve team. So, there is that. Let's just get the league table up. We are flying, aren't we? Absolutely flying. Wolves now. Throw into them. Ruben Neves is still at Wolves. All this time on. Unbelievable. Quartez into Szoboszlai. Kabamba over the top. Into Milcent. Oh my God, he's unleashed a venomous shot there. Seeing Ruben Neves still at Wolves makes, brings me back to a comment. So I used to share my links to my FM on an FM forum, and I gave up because there were too many trolls, basically, just too many idiots on there. And one fella was basically asking me, like, how's it going? We were quite deep into the save, and I was like, yeah, the XYZ, I'm at West Ham now. And he said, oh, where's Declan Rice? I said, oh, he's still at West Ham. And he was like, oh, I'm reporting you to the people that are in charge of the forum because you're clearly cheating. Yeah, I'm cheating, mate. I took over West Ham, like literally that season you were talking about, but I'm cheating, yeah. Okay. There's just some people that just can't get their heads around that every FM universe is different. And that's a good save as I give you a little side story. But yeah, every time you do an FM save, it isn't going to be the same as the next one or the last one, is it? They're all going to be so different. And the West Ham had tasted a little bit of success in this, FM universe that we've got. They'd won the conference, the Europa Conference. So maybe he was happy staying at West Ham. So yeah, there you go. And he's still here. He's still doing it, mate. He's unbelievable and all. Captain Fantastic. I hope we have him for a long time in real life. Right, 1-0 at half time. And things are going well, but I want to see a bit more West Ham. Definitely turned it on. Separated ourselves from Wolves. But that's a good bit of defending. And we now pass out from the back. Right into right. He finds Milcent. He finds Szoboszlai. This is good. Oh, this is lovely football. And again, Milcent with the most casual of finishes you will ever see. He just looked at the keeper and went, all right, you're down there. I'll go up here. Unbelievable finish. It's 2-0. And Cortez again with the assist. He's another player who's kind of going under the radar. Cortez. He went out on loan. He had a really good season on loan. And he's come back and he is ripping it up. Ripping it up. He's not like my usual winger that I like. I usually like my wingers to have a lot of pace and just run at people. So he can't do that. But he can do other things. And his passing ability is next to none. And I like the fact that he kind of comes inside as well and takes shots. He would probably be a really good roundabout or inside forward, to be honest with you. That would probably be where he's strongest. He'd probably score loads of goals. And this is a good bit of play from Wolves. But that's really good defending from West Ham. And Cortez is on the ball. And there's his Ranger passing I was just talking about into Milcent. He drives forward. It's a good ball. And it's 3-0. It's an unbelievable ball from Milcent. The one from Cortez was next to none. But Wright's header there is phenomenal. And that is 3-0. That is some football. This is just gorgeous to watch today. It really is. I'm going to bring Szoboszlai off for Novelay. Want to rest him. He's probably going to be involved in that cup final. So let's give him the afternoon off. His job is done. At 3-0. Very, very good. Very good performance this. Cannot grumble or complain. I'm going to put Kabamba out right. We're going to bring Tunk on for right. He's another one I want to rest up for that final. David Lawler's just come on. He used to play for us. What he's going to do in the game. Expecting this one to just kind of die a horrible death now. Fabio Silva, though, picks up the ball for Wolves. Driving forward. It's a good ball. It's a really good finish. Jesus Christ. I don't know what the keeper was doing and where he was going. He kind of dived to the complete wrong way and it's got cannoned in off the crossbar. So I don't know what the keeper's doing there. But it's 3-1. No clean sheet today. It's a good finish from Almeida, that. Really good finish. Free kick, though, for West Ham. And we've just had one coming off the bar and all. Yaya Tunk free kick. Alfonso with his big nugget on it. And it's 4-1. I can't see them coming back now anyway. 10 minutes to go. But, just nice. Nice to continue scoring goals. That's what you're all here for, really. You just want to see the team doing well and scoring goals. Well, those of you that watch the series anyway. And we've got an Insta highlight here. I don't know how instant it's going to be success-wise for either team, but we will see, won't we? As Vallejo now, he goes wide into Holmgren Pedersen. This is not bad football from Wolves. If they'd played this sort of football the whole game, they might have been in it. But yeah, it's not bad football. Fabio Silva, Vallejo. This is all right. He's patient. It's patient from him. And there you go. That's the goal. Yeah, I just had a feeling it was happening. I just had a feeling. The passing was too good. They stretched us there, though. Bit worrying. And this is probably going to be job done now. But I'm quite happy with how a few of these players have handled themselves in this game. I really am. Quartes, Milcent, obviously my men of the match. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the way that the second team kind of got on, because that's a big game, that really, to throw them out there in a Premier League fixture. But they've done the job and they've shown that I can trust them, and that is 3 points. And so there you have it, my friends. We're done and dusted for another episode. An absolute goal fest today. You've seen 8 goals scored for us and 3 against us over the 2 games. It's been very, very nice. Like I've already said, next episode will be the EFL Cup final against Manchester City. And let's hope we can win that final, shall we? If I was to look at this competition, by the way, we are the holders of the Carabao Cup. So there you go. We are defending this cup competition. So let's see if we can do that next episode. And then after that, like I say, we'll just continue to kind of push on with the cup games. And I'm probably going to ignore the Premier League a little bit going forward. Unless we have to couple it with, a cup game, so to speak. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens the remainder of this season. A quick look at the Premier League table. 75 points on the board. It looks as though Manchester United actually drew that game. So they're even further behind now. I think the Premier League's coming back to East London. And so there you have it, my friends. We are done and dusted for another episode of the Hall of Famer. I do hope you've enjoyed it, my friends. Please show your appreciation for the video and the series by dropping a like on the video. If you're new around here, you enjoy what you see, feel free to go check out the other stuff on the channel and subscribe so you don't miss anything on here. But my friends, I am done and dusted. Saluting you all. Stay safe, stay humble. Until the next one, see you later.